VINCENZO'S Gold Crypto Investing. We are in the middle of traveling and going back to the great state of Michigan as the fall time wears on, and after a very, very cold stretch and lots of record lows, it freezes all the way to the Gulf Coast. It's very seasonably mild, 69 degrees with beautiful sunshine. Here, we'll take a look at it right now. Beautiful, beautiful sun. Look at that. The fall, mid-season fall afternoon blue skies. As the blue skies get even more beautiful as you approach the winter time, and they get even darker blue, right? And they look beautiful. The leaves are still changing as we approach on in. So when the leaves get blown off by windy conditions over the next 2 to 3 weeks, 3 weeks from now, the beautiful fall foliage will be gone, right? But our time at the old Camp Rivian, at least temporarily, has come to an end. And it was a sad day because I'm leaving my bowling team, right? And the bartender chick. That's pretty cool. Who served me drinks. And now we have to go back to reality of hard work and no bowling on Thursdays. And the bartender lady, shout out to her. She had a tear in her eye last night as she was given the bad news that old Vincenzo and Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing will not be bowling on Thursdays, at least till February, right? Maybe late season bowling as they approach springtime. That's all to be determined and will be figured out as we're trying to figure out the XRP price. And you can see currently it's come down and it has broken. It has broken the 200-day moving average in that 4-hour time frame, and now it's got a decision to make. It's got to get buyers quickly and run back up to that 50.5 cents and the bottom part of that blue resistance box, right? And get over. Come up. And get over the 200-day moving average that it is now below. When it's below the 200-day moving average, that's very bearish, right? And what I'm thinking and what we've been talking about is you get below that 200. What are you doing? You get below that. You okay? Hey. You get below that 200-day moving average, and you would maybe want to drive down to that 37 cents, right? Well, Tiny's having a rough time here on this drive for some reason. Okay? Looked like you were going to puke. Seems to be all right now. He's not liking the drive. But you would think we would come down to that 37 cents. And I'm still forecasting that. And right now it's decision time because if the volume starts to come back in, it's going to drive the price down. And it's going to drive it down to major underneath support, which is 37 cents right here, which used to be major resistance back here, and then even further back in the price. But I'm not going to go into that right now due to we're traveling. So we're still into this consolidation. Underneath support is at 37 cents. Overhead major resistance in the shorter time frame is 50.5 cents, right? And then the major underneath support is that red support resistance box volume indicator range, meaning the volume of the whole history of the coin on TradingView between 29.5 and 32, just over 32 cents. That's a major support level. If you broke that, the coin would get very bearish, and you could drop 50% on a liquidation event and a capitulation event if you get below that area, right? So that's what we're looking like in the old XRP price, and we're going to continue to watch this as the futures market closes a little later on this afternoon, and we get into a more thinly traded weekend trading, right? If we look at the Bitcoin price, again, the Bitcoin price, there's really been nothing to talk about. It's in the same area, and all we can do is rehash when we want to look at the technicals, because the price hasn't really done anything, right? We're still looking at the 19,299.31 is the major support level right now that it's trying to hold and stay above. The sort of remains short-term bullish, right? Or not bullish, yeah, bullish we can call it. But it's just been consolidating along it, which seems like forever. When the volume does come back into here and the next major move is made, it's either going to shoot straight down to 16,658.11, or it's going to make a nice pump up and get near this 24,837.74, right? And that's what we're watching out for, and that's what we've been paying attention for quite some time. But the price just is still just sitting here within a 1 or 3% range. It just can't get out of it. All in here, it just cannot break the stagnant area that it's at, and its indecision and indecisiveness, and the price action, and in the market, which means the people. The price action is just people buying and selling, and the buyers and sellers right now don't know what to do. They're just kind of holding firm, waiting for a shoe to drop, either to the upside or a shoe to drop to the downside, right? And as we do know, you can see down here, as we look at more of a macro view, we have that $13,336 target that we thought would be hit, and we made that when the price is at 63,336 and rising, right? Gold and Chandler's been on top of this for quite some time, and that's why if you get down into here and come down to that 16,000 level, that's a critical level, because if you break that, the price immediately falls to that 13,336 target, and more than likely down here at the top part of the next major volume indicator area where there could be some trading going on in that orange support zone. In that orange support zone, come on, the orange support zone is the last line of defense, aka get my shit together to the shit house, right? And we all know that. You can see it's a pretty big box down there just above the next major flush zone, which is shit house, aka gold in accumulation zone, right? So that's what's going on there in the Bitcoin price. That's what's going on in the XRP price. We'll give you some more updates here in a little while. I just wanted to give you the XRP and the Bitcoin price off the bat to give you something to look at today. But we're going to get into the next video in about an hour. We're going to get into Shiba Coin, so stick with me on there. We're going to talk DAPP, D-A-P-P-T, and the other DAPP, whatever that one is. I forget the letter, it's an after something at the end of it. We'll talk a little XLM, and we'll talk a little Doge and Cardano on the next update. Peace and love. Hit that bell notification.